GG.
The streamer fixes the stream image, we can see that with XD he went through the regular pace without catching any kind of items on the screen, and looks like Tecate is, well, without catching any power up, and Tecate is going through the same way. So while we wait until the images get signed, we're gonna see who is the one who is ahead.
Yeah, so it looked like not Alden, Tecate went for FPG, but went a little late. So, unfortunate. Hopefully we will see an FPG somewhere in this race.
So we're gonna see, because everything can happen, and we're gonna see if the runners go through the regular Warpless race, or if they go through some extras like the flagpole glitch, the small Fire Mario. Everything can happen in this race. So Jeremy, on this one, Who will you think that is gonna win in this first round? Tecate or Lul XD?
I don't
Who,
know. I'm gonna
who
go with Alden just because he's he's cool.
Okay, so if you go and support Aldyn, I'm gonna support Tecate on this night. So let's see who is the one who is gonna be ahead. Now we can see that just for some few seconds, Lul XD is ahead, even if since he had a little amount of lost time, but this looks like it's gonna be a little close race, at least on this start.
Unfortunately, Alden loses fire in 1-4, so that's a few seconds.
Yeah, that's something awful on this part. So since now he's on the small Mario pace, he's gonna lose by default sometime grabbing the axe and waiting until the bridge animation happens on the game. So now this can be a good opportunity for Tecate. Okay, this was a good opportunity for Tecate because now he's a little ahead. So let's see if there's gonna be a point or a moment on this race that Tecate can fail and Lul can get some advantage again. So while he's trying to get the power-ups on 2-1.
Here in 2-2, you can probably expect Alden, since he is Big Mario without fire, to do a glitch where you duck and then proceed to swim, and for whatever reason, only half of Mario's hitbox functions. So far, both runners have pretty good fish pattern.
And now also we can see on the comments that now the team Tecate has appeared with GTA cheering him. So since we have team Tecate on chat, I'm wondering where is the Alden team this night.
See, Alden is in 2-3, still only Big Mario. See if he goes for a flagpole glitch in this level. Both runners are avoiding the flagpole glitch. Not necessarily a bad idea, but...
Well, usually on Warpless, it's not also required the flagpole glitch. It can help to save some frames, but at the same time, it can make that we can get a big mess up with some cycles in the game that at the same time can make that instead of saving time, we start to lose some of them. So up to this point, Tecate it's a bit ahead, and now Lul needs to find a way to go as fast as he can if he wanna reach Tecate or at least Bless in order that Tecate get some kind of mistake during this run.
Tecate finishes up 3-1. Looks like there's probably about 10-ish seconds between both runners. Certainly not enough to exclude either runner from the race.
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds, not so a huge amount of time. Or maybe it's more. I'm gonna make a count over here now since we have seen that Tecate finished 3-2 and well being now here on this first Dark World in the game.
Right, so Tecate finished 3-2 at about 6:02, and it looks like Alden hit the black screen at about 6:18, I think.
Well, approximately there's a 17 seconds of difference right now. At this moment, Tecate has done some few mistakes, and we need to remember that Aldin has lost his fire power up on 1-4, and then on 2-1 he got problems trying to get slash keep the power ups up to this point.
Alden just went under the first Potaboo in 3-4, which can be pretty risky to do. And Alden
okay, that was bad. This now definitely Tecate is having a big advantage up to this point. Now it's gonna be hard to Aldin to can reach him, while Tecate is finishing 4-1. Aldin is having a second opportunity on 3-4, and we have seen that in both of these attempts he went for something risky. He was going down of the Putaboo, so I need to say that also that was something risky, but at the same time that was kind of impressive because many people prefer just to wait until the Putaboo goes down or will jump over them, which requires in some situations some precise inputs in order to don't get hit. And well, 4-1 a pretty strange stage. Anything interesting to say? This is like the any percent route, nothing interesting. And on this point, Tecate went for a safer way on 4-2, going through the roof of the stage.
So Tecate is roughly a full level ahead. But again, it's still Alden could still come back if Tecate makes a few mistakes.
Yeah, I need to say that up to this point, Tecate is having a very good run. Comparing this with his splits, he has some few lost time, but at the same time, he has got a very decent run up to this point. Now he's on 4-4, which is the first maze castle stage, and let's see if he's able to beat it without any kind of big issues. While Aldin is starting on 4-3.
A little bit of a slow Bowser kill for Tecate, but still made it through.
And now up to this point, Tecate has beaten the half of the game, so now it's time to start with the hardest stages of, well, the hardest worlds of the game. Since, well, 5-1 is not a big deal. The problem maybe can start on 5-2, which is a big pace killer for many people.
In 5-2, we will see if Tecate challenges the bullet bill in the beginning.
That's gonna be something interesting to watch. Okay, he got locked. The bullet bill hasn't appeared starting the stage. So that was a very decent start for him.
Oh, he ran into the block.
He's slowed down a bit.
Still probably only about 0.7 lost from that. Generally, you would want to finish 5-2 with the timer saying 3:47. But
And
not easy.
yeah, and we have seen that Tecate went, oh, okay, that was something bad. Now Tecate got a big mistake. He now lost his power up, and now he lost a life. So maybe this can be. We can start with the opportunities for Aldin to get so close to him. He's a bit ahead at the same time, but now this is gonna be a little advantage too. A little window for Aldin to reach Tecate, and also he got and when he started the 5-3 for the first time, he got the skating Mario glitch at the start, which I think that was something cool to show because since up to this point nobody has got it, and unfortunately also he got fireworks. He got 6 fireworks on 5-3, which also cost him some seconds. And
So,
look, they
fun
continue.
fact about 5-3 is that there is a Goomba, and if you don't kill the Goomba, then one of the platforms they have to jump on will despawn. Because the game can't have enough. It doesn't have enough storage for that many sprites on the screen at once.
At the same time, we can consider that thanks to stuff like this, SMB1 can be an interesting NES game that shows and have showed the potential that from the start the console got, since this was a very revolutionary game at its time, and to the day it's still inspiring a lot of new 2D games that's still being released, even big games or indie titles. And well, now Bot Runners are on 6-1, and Alden is having a good amount of good luck because he's now getting even more closer to Tecate onto this up to this point. So maybe we can have a comeback later. We're gonna hope that Alden doesn't get any kind of big issues through the stages.
6-2 is pretty notorious for being really bad with small Mario, especially at a high level, because you have to do a lot of type jumps, which only have a small window.
And also referring to the Jeremy's commentary about the platform, the correct term was sprite overload. Rupert told us that on Twitch chat. We appreciate that a lot. And 6-3, now more problems are gonna start here because now we're gonna have these platforms, and at the same time we're gonna be a huge amount of holes. And in some point, some random bullet bills starts to get shoot, so this can be a good pace killer for both of the runners if they don't set up everything correctly. And now on IGT they have a 20 seconds difference on the in-game time.
The gap has definitely gotten smaller.
And also this is starting to get interesting now. There is just a 7 seconds difference between both runners, and looks like Lul's not getting a good pattern, so he decided to slow down a bit at the start of the stage. And while Tecate was trying to defeat Bowser, he got a huge amount of black frames. That makes that now Aldyn had a little advantage up to this point. Now there are 6 seconds close, so this is turning even more interesting. Because at the same time we got the lag frames due to the sprite overload on the screen, since all that fireballs were thrown by Mario.
Alden got pretty good luck in 7-1. It's not as important as fire, but if you get a bad bro, then you're just done.
Now 7-2, the second and last underwater stage that we're gonna see here. We have seen that on previous matches some runners got some issues here thanks to the bloopers. And well, let's see which kind of block does Tecate and Aldyn gets here. And okay, Tecate got hit and he loses his power-ups. So now we're gonna see if Aldyn doesn't get hit, this can be a good opportunity to him to get close to Tecate at the same time.
Sometimes there can be a bad enemy at the end of 7-2, which is what Alden encountered with a fish.
Now 7-3, this is a kind of hard version of 2-3. Now we're gonna have more cheap chips flying on the screen, and at the same time we're gonna have this Koopa Troopers and Paratroopers at the same time, and Tecate went straight on the stage. He hasn't stopped for the power up, so this is gonna be an interesting 7-4, which is the second Maze Castle stage we're gonna see on the run.
Yeah, it appears that Tecate accidentally paused his timer.
Yeah, but that's a good point of this is that since the bot runners are synced, we shouldn't have any big issues. And Tecate got a little mistake here. He was close to lose. Okay, he lost thanks to a bad movement. He lost the pattern of the maze, giving to Aldyn a good advantage. Now this is a very good comeback, but at the same time we don't need to get comfy. World 8 maybe can be one of the most annoying worlds to beat, mostly when you are on small Mario. That's something that we can appreciate on the any person run, since it's not usual to use the power-ups on that category. And Aldyn still having his far Mario pace, and now Tecate is in small Mario, so maybe he's gonna go through the any percent route of the game, just in case that he is not planning to go through any power up. And okay, that was unfortunate. He hasn't reached properly the pipe and he has died. And the problem of World 8 is that it's like the castles. There's no any checkpoint flag, so this put him on the start at the beginning of the stage. So now Aldyn is having a very good advantage. So definitely this has been a very good comeback. So let's see how the rest of the stages are with the runners here.
I'm curious to see if Aldyn will go for some harder strats if he knows he's ahead.
Well, that's something interesting up to this point, because we don't know if the runners are watching the match or the stream or the rival stream, so we don't know up to this point if they know who is ahead, which is gonna be interesting at the same time.
8-3 bros can be brutal.
And it doesn't matter if you have the Fire Flower, you don't need to get so comfy at the same time, because sometimes the hammers can be a bit trolling. Okay, that was unfortunate. Aldyn has died at the end of 8-3, putting this to a good opportunity for Tecate to reach him again, since now they're gonna be so close. Fortunately, Aldyn hasn't lost his lead, but at the same time now he needs to play safe, or at least try to go for the any percent strats.
Tecate is going for an 8-3 FPG, and he takes the death. Because
Okay, that was what. Now he just have one extra life, and up to this point, just if Aldyn fails 8-4, this can be the Tecate's opportunity to make his comeback. And now Tecate got a very bad pattern with the Hammer Brothers.
Aldyn messes up a frame-perfect jump at the beginning of Wall Jump Room in 8-4.
Okay, and that was a game over for Tecate. We don't know if he is gonna go. Okay, he went for the continue code. So now this put him again on 8-1.
So it appears that Aldyn took the first win. GG.
We cannot say victory for now. But okay, definitely this was a very good comeback, since Tecate was having a very good start, but some mistakes were made and give the advantage to Aldyn. So now he had 1 point, but we need to remember that this is a best of 3 match. So if the second round is won by Aldyn, he's gonna be moved to the next match, the next winner match, and Tecate is gonna be moved through the losers bracket, meaning that he is gonna have a second opportunity to keep on this tournament. So now we're gonna see if Tecate wins to gets well goes for the or goes to finish the run just that, or he's gonna make a forfeit in order to gonna be moved to the second match. And I'm sorry if sometimes I get some problems trying to speak. This kind of stuff happens when English is not your principal language, and sometimes you're not used to talking it, but it's fine. He took another death, so it's gonna be something bad at the same time. He's going for the...
for the one up.
Yeah, this is gonna be slow, but it's safe at the same time. So it looks like Tecate wants to finish the first round. He wanna finish his run.
And Tecate is trying to get the safety mushroom. He goes down the pipe, which is quite a bit slower, but pretty safe. And ooh, takes a death attempting to clear the bullet launcher.
Well, now he went for the safer pipe on Dash 2 just to avoid the paratroopers. And well, also that was up, I should say. And now
GG.
I think that the match is gonna finish on this point, so Aldyn has a point, and let's see what happens on this second round.
GG.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to have the second round of this night. And let's see if Tecate can tie Aldyn at this point, and we're gonna have a third round on this night, or if Aldyn is gonna win the second match in order to keep on the winners bracket. Everything can happen, so we're gonna see what happens here. We're gonna wait until the SRL timer starts. So since we have seen how both of the runners done their runs on this first match, what do you think about this second round, Jeremy?
I mean, I don't know if Alden can pull together another win, but we'll see.
We're gonna see because I felt that Aldin got a huge amount of luck since Tecate was having a good leading, but some mistakes happened to Tecate, making that Aldin win this first match. So if Tecate can't handle everything and can reduce his mistakes on this second match, comparing this with the first one, definitely he can tie Aldin on this point, and we're gonna be able to truck them third and last match on this night in order to see who is gonna keep on the winners bracket.
I believe race should be starting pretty soon.
Yeah, looks like Aldin is having, well, not having problems. It looks like he's practicing a bit while we wait until the match starts. So now on the chat we ask the people who think he's gonna win the second round. Aldin is gonna have his definitive win, or Tecate can have an opportunity to tie Aldin up to this point. So make your bets, guys. Who think is gonna race? Up to this point, I would like that Tecate wins. So we're gonna have a third match on this night, which will be something really amazing. And also, while we wait until the match starts, we need to remember to you guys that there's also another scheduled matches. So later on this Thursday we're gonna have an EST time at 11 p.m. the Supersonic versus YouTube Man match, and also on Saturday we're gonna have three matches. We're gonna have Skyhoppers versus The Call. We're gonna have Jeremy MKW versus Counterlopium, and also Cosmic versus Go Senpai, as me and myself, on Saturday. So keep tuning, guys. You can watch on ggteam.net the next matches that we're gonna have on this SMB1 tournament. So looks like looks like there are some problems. Alden is not it's not replying on SRL, so this can be, well, we'll have some delays here. So we're gonna see what happens.
Oh, they're starting.
Okay, let's go! Time to see this second match, and sorry for my bad jokes during this run. I hope that you can understand my situation, but they're going to just...
makes a little mess up entering the first pipe in 1-1.
Okay, now on this point he has 3 seconds loss on IGT, meaning that Aldyn is having a little bit just for some frames on this second match, and oh, looks like Tecate resetted his timer accidentally again, so let's see. Okay, we hope that he doesn't have again any kind of problems with his timer.
Alden just did a little bit of 1-2 practice, so we'll see if he can do it in a run, and he did.
That was pretty cool. Last moment practice that went fine, and oh, what the? Okay, that was something unfortunate. Aldin got a clip on 1-2, And looked like Tecate is also having problems with his game. He waited a bit in order to move. Looks like he was trying to fix the issues with his timer. Because now the Tecate's timer stopped again. But we don't need to worry, guys. We are tracking this speedruns live, so we're gonna have the speedruns live timer. And at the same time, since both games are signed, we shouldn't get worried about what is gonna happen during this match. But okay, why Tecate is stopping a lot? He's not moving in some parts, and also he lost it. Okay, looks like the match is gonna be restarted. Okay, the match is gonna start again. And yeah, GTA, he got the 1-2 clip. I'm gonna see if I'm able to clip that after this match, so we're gonna see that. Because the cat now looks like the cat is having problems with the emulator and or the timer, so now we need to wait a bit. We have some technical issues, guys. And well, this can be good since now we can get more hype about this second match on this night. Okay, looks like another room on SRL is gonna be created, so we need to wait again.
I believe the room is up, and so should be pretty quick. I believe this is Alden's first time using SRL, so might take a little bit.
Okay, looks like the problem has been fixed, so we're gonna wait until the SRL timer starts in order to watch this second round of this night. So again, I'm asking the chat tonight, who's gonna win on this second match? Aldin is gonna be moved through the winner's bracket, or Tecate is gonna tie him to have a third match on this night.
And they are starting. Both runners get 380s in the underground. And Alden gets a. Both runners.
Whoa,
get
both
a
runners got the
150.
flagpole glitch. Okay, this is something really amazing starting this run. I mean, any of the runners can give a try to it, but both of them went for it and both got the flagpole glitch. So definitely, this is something interesting.
Looks like Alden actually saved time with flagpole glitch, which can be pretty tough. And I'm not sure about Tecate.
Okay, now Alvin is having the lead, definitely, since Tecate died 1-2. Alvin looks like Alvin was gonna try to get the clip again, but he hasn't got it. He'll lose a little amount of time trying to get into the pipe, but at least he got it and he finished 1-2, and now it's time to go to 1-3, and let's see if Tecate can make the comeback. it's so early to say now up to this point who is gonna win. Because if we compare the first match, we have seen that Tecate got a very strange start, having a very good distance while a very good advantage, while Aldyn was getting. He's just trying to beat the game as fast as possible, but at the end, the mistakes with Tecate make that he just wasn't able to finish the run properly, and he lose his lead and he lose the match. And now Aldyn has catch the Fire Mario on the 1-4. So let's see if with this he's gonna defeat Bowser or he's gonna get some mistakes. Okay, that was a very faster Bowser defeat. So definitely Aldyn is having the lead on this first world. Tecate got some problems trying to reach the Fire Flower on 1-4.
I believe both runners are on emulator.
Yeah, this is something curious to say because both runners don't his run on emulator, and at the same time, both runners are using a keyboard to play instead of a controller. I need to mention that because I feel that it's interesting that both of the runners are mostly playing with keyboard. I mean, it's not something bad, but I don't know, it's kinda curious. Not just the fact that they're both playing emulators, since unless that's better than the virtual console versions of the games.
Tecate nearly got 6 fireworks at the end of 2-1.
That was so close. At the same time, and now it's time to swim for a bit on 2-2. Aldyn is doing a very great job on this stage, trying to defeat some enemies with the fireballs. And again, which kind of logic will have a video game when you shoot some fire?
Aldyn loses fire to a mean fish.
But at least he was able to finish the stage, so we're gonna see if he goes through the power-ups on the next stages. 2-3 is just a straight stage. We don't know if he's gonna try to catch the mushroom here or he's gonna wait until 2-4 for a later stage to do this. Okay, he went for the mushroom. That was a good movement.
So Aldyn still has a sizable lead, but still, the race isn't over yet.
Well, taking just a look at the chat, some people is talking about how keyboard can make that a gaming experience can be a bit different, which is something curious and also amazing. And now, one of the runners are on 5-3, with Aldyn having a pretty tough leading on this race. So Tecate went for the mushroom starting 3-1, and now Aldyn finished it. And okay, that was bad. That was a bad movement with that hammer, bro. But I mean, that... And okay, that was bad again. He went for the second mushroom and he lost it again.
Tecate's losing a lot of time in 3-1.
This is definitely giving a good advantage to Aldyn.
Generally, most levels in World 1 through World 4 are all pretty easy. So...
Now it's time to stop running for a bit because Aldyn is entering into 3-4, and now we're gonna see if he can beat the stage without any big problems. And again, he's going through the risky strats going down of the pretty boost.
Makes it under 2 of the Podoboos, and he misses the kill on Bowser.
He was so close to get it, but it's not so bad up to this point. Now, Aldyn is one stage ahead than Tecate, so he don't need to be so worried about it on this point. Okay, Tecate hasn't finished it, so hasn't lost that way to defeat Bowser faster, so now he's gonna be moved to 4-1 while Aldyn is moving to 4-2.
Oh, Tecate goes for 4-1 pull glitch and misses it.
That was something bad.
It was a pretty close attempt, I think.
Yeah, that's a problem with flagpole glitch. That's a very thug trick to perform in the game, but when you can get it, it's something amazing. It can save some time depending of the frame rule you are. And Tecate again is moving through the safer ways on the roof on 4-2. And Aldyn finished it 4-3 having one firework. Pretty good. 4-4 for Aldyn. So now it's time to start with World 5. And while we wait until Tecate beats 4-4, remember guys, tomorrow we're gonna have the Supersonic versus YouTube Man match, so keep tuning the Mixer and Twitch GG Speedruns channel in order to don't lose any of these good matches. And Aldyn is having a very good 5+1, getting a 247. That was something good.
Aldyn has a pretty big lead going into 5-2.
He's still keeping his one stage leading, which is something amazing at this point. And okay, we start with the bad luck with him. We hope that he doesn't get any kind of bad pattern with any hammer bro. Okay, now he went for the mushroom. And okay, okay, he went for the fire flower also. Oh, that hurt me a lot. That was a very bad death. And okay, he has reached the checkpoint flag, so that wasn't something bad at all, and he missed the mushroom and he died again. And now Tecate went for the mushroom also. Check us out that hammer bro, he loses again.
Race is pretty close right now.
Everything can happen right now, ladies and gentlemen, so if it's necessary, keep your breath for a bit. and put more attention that you can have to this. Okay,
Right.
both of the
Alden
runners went for the.
is 5-2.
Both of the runners went for both power-ups, and now while Aldyn is keeping his lead, there is just a little window of 5 seconds between both runners. So now up to this point, everything can happen again. Tecate went a bit slowly just to defeat the Goomba that is responsible to make that the second platform doesn't spawn on 5-3. And
There were some concerning 5-3 bills there, but he still made it through. So.
And also Tecate was so close to get the 6 fireworks on the stage. And we have the intentional pause just to get a good pattern on the stage. And okay, Aldyn wait to defeat Bowser just to don't have the same mistake as the previous castles. And now both of the runners finished 5-4. Starting 6-1. Yeah, definitely there were a very good 5-4. So since now the runners are so close, we need to wait for an opportunity for Tecate. Now Aldyn got 1 firework, and Tecate also got it. Now they're just 3 seconds close. This is something amazing. We just need to wait until Tecate can have a good comeback in order to have a third match on this night, and Tecate lose his fire. That was something really bad. Now this is forcing him to try to play this a bit safely and also wait until some pineapple plants disappears from the screen. And Aldyn is keeping his lead, but now we're gonna start with the bad and random bullet bills on 6-3, so we're gonna see if both of the runners can deal with this without any big problem, and Tecate has died again, unfortunately. This is something bad. And so while Tecate is having a second chance on 6-3, it's time to move to 6-4 on Aldyn's run. Now we have this harder version of 1-4. And some lag frames, and he was able to get it.
Aldyn was had a pretty fair 6-4.
So now Tecate and his team need to start to pray in order that he can have a very good comeback, since now he died starting 7-1 and obviously he doesn't have any power up. So this is gonna be the end of Tecate, and he's gonna be moved to the losers bracket, or he is gonna be able to have his comeback on this match. And also we need to remember also that on this tournament the first place is gonna get a $50 prize plus the half of subscriptions and donations that the Mixer channels get during all these tournaments. So keep donating, people, or keep watching, keep tuning this marathon, because we have a lot of good runs to see later on this tournament.
Alden is going on to 7-3.
Okay, I don't know what happened here, but looks like Tecate wanted to try a bullet bill glitch on 7-1 or something like that because he moved so slow and he got 6 fireworks finishing this stage, and now Aldyn is close to have a 2 stages lead up to this point. And while Tecate is gonna try to beat 7-2 with any power up, we're gonna see if Aldyn is able to deal with the 7-4 maze. And for the chat who is asking, up to this point we don't think that any of the runners is gonna get a PB. The Aldyn's PB is at 1930 while Tecate's PB is at 1932.
Alden messes up the maze a little bit.
But at the end he was able to deal with it and get the end of the stage. Some lag frames, but that was something decent. And World 8, it's now your time to start. With a 2-stage lead, we're gonna see if Aldyn is able to keep that leading or Tecate is gonna have his second opportunity. And also, while we watch these amazing runners right now, we're gonna say that the winner of this match is gonna confront the winner from the Cosmic vs Ghost Senpai match, while the loser is gonna wait to see who is the loser of the 9th match on this tournament, which I don't know who's gonna be because I don't find it now. Okay, with the loser of the Cosmic vs Ghost Senpai match, so we're gonna see what's happened at the end of this. So now, up to this point, I asked Jeremy, do you think that Aldyn is gonna win the second match, or do you think that Tecate is gonna have his comeback opportunity up to this point?
Okay, well, with Alden's lead right now, he can take a death or two and still be ahead by a little bit. So I think most likely he will, but it's not guaranteed.
And oh, he was trying to get the bullet bill glitch on 8-2, but he died, putting him to the start of the stage. So this can be a little opportunity to Tecate, just see if Aldyn fails again. Since we need to remember to the people, World 8 doesn't have the checkpoint flags.
Alden loses his fire, or Big Mario, and he goes for BBG again.
And okay, he wasn't able to get it, unfortunately. And now, since Aldyn is having one stage ahead from Tecate, if he makes another mistake, this can be the Tecate's opportunity to make a good comeback.
It doesn't appear that Alden's gonna get a mushroom.
And also Tecate went for the bullet bill glitch and he wasn't able to do it, and now Aldyn died. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is okay, looks like this is the Tecate's opportunity, since now Aldyn has lost all his lives and he used the continue code, putting him at 8-1. So if Tecate doesn't fail up to this point, he's gonna get a point and we're gonna see the third match of this night. So it looks like the comeback that everybody was waiting got real. Now Team Tecate should be happy and hyped at this point. I mean, I wasn't expecting something like this was gonna happen. I need to say that I was surprised at the same time. So let's see. Now Tecate is gonna start 8-4. So if he doesn't fail, and if he doesn't loses all his lives, definitely he can win the second round. And we're gonna be moved to the last of the rounds of this night. So let's see some Blaze RNGs and some hypes on in both Twitch and Mixer chats.
Tecate gets 2-frame wall jump.
And that was pretty cool since part of the runners tried to get that on the first round, well, Aldyn went for it, but he wasn't able to get it since Tecate made a forfeit on the first round. And now is this gonna be the moment? This is gonna be the moment that everybody was waiting, and looks like yes. Tecate now got a point, and now both runners are tied up to this point. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have the third race on this night. Now everything is gonna be so tough. Comparing this with the first match, there was a huge improvement with both of the runners, less mistakes, but at the same time, this was a very interesting match. So let's see what happens in this third match, and we're gonna see if Aldyn is gonna finish his run or he's gonna make a forfeit. And we see on Twitch chat some GGs for both of the runners, and mostly for Tecate, who finally was able to get a point on this match. So now he's gonna have a second opportunity, well, a third opportunity to win. And this is gonna be the definitive round. Okay, looks like Aldyn is gonna finish his round now. He's gonna move through A-4, and we're gonna see, because the guy who wins on this match is gonna go for the winner from the Cosmic versus Ghost Senpai match, while the loser is gonna confront the loser of that match. So in chat again, we ask again to the people, now who do you think that is gonna win this third round on this night? Team Tecate or Team Aldyn? That's something that we're gonna see in a couple of minutes.
Aside from turnaround room, Aldyn had a pretty good 8-4.
Just gonna wait for the Bowser jump, and he got it. GG for both of the runners. This second match was something real amazing. This was a very good comeback at the end, and a good anime plot twist up to this point. To be honest, I was thinking that Aldyn was gonna make it on this second round, but mistakes were made and he gave a good advantage to Tecate, who was so behind, so far away. So well, it's time to see what happens at this third match. So keep tuning, guys. We're gonna wait until the third and last round starts at this night, while everybody decides
GG.
starts to make a bet about who is gonna win on this third match. And yes, definitely the Tecate's comeback was an ultimate comeback. I mean, I don't think that nobody was expecting that, but okay. Now, keep tuning, guys. We're gonna wait. For now, the new room has been ready, so we're gonna wait until both of the runners are ready to continue on this match.
GG.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, looks like the third and last match of this night is gonna begin in some moments. So, while Aldyn won the first round and Tecate got a good opportunity to make a good comeback on the second round, I'm gonna make the same question for everybody, but starting with the co-commentator Jeremy. Now on this third round, who would you think is gonna win?
Uh, it, I don't know. It could be either one, but I'm gonna go with the underdog, Aldyn, once again.
Okay, so now we see that Jeremy is gonna be Team Aldin on this night, so that means that I'm gonna be Team Tecate on this third round. And looks like in chat there's a lot of Tecate supporters, so maybe that can be a good cheer for him in order to try to don't choke a lot on this third and last round, because if we remember, okay, now it's time to start with the third match. And just to make a little refresh, on the first match Tecate was having a good leading, but some mistakes were made that Albion won the first match, and the same but inverse happened to both of the runners. Eldin was having a very good run, but at the end he got some mistakes that gave the Tecate the leading. And now, Aldin got the flagpole glitch on 1-1. Tecate hasn't went for it, so let's see how this puts to the rest of the run. Let's see what is gonna happen.
See if Aldyn can make it past 1-2. Gets the pipe jumps. Both runners getting all 3 pipe jumps.
And for some reason, it looks like Aldin is trying to get again the clip on 1-2. And alright, this is the moment that we're gonna be moved to 1-3. Aldin is having a little lead just for 1.5 seconds. So we're gonna see who is gonna be the first runner who's gonna have a big mistake here. Now with the mushroom, Tecate went for the mid glitch in order to get it, while Aldin wait until the mushroom have spawned to catch it, making this Tecate save some seconds, some frames, and get a little bit closer to Aldin. Now both runners has just less than 1 second of difference. And okay, Aldin went for the fire flower, but at the same time he died, unfortunately. Tecate hasn't went for it.
Looks like
So
Tecate
now
is doing small fire Mario clip.
who's gonna get it? He's gonna get it.
He got
Okay,
it.
he got it. Cheers for this, guys. This is the second time that we see the small fire Mario glitch on this tournament. So I'm wondering if Supersonic, when he makes his match, he's gonna go through this glitch also. So yeah, now it's time to start with the small fire Mario hype. Unfortunately, Tecate lost the mushroom, so he wasn't able to get the glitch for now. So he went for the start, playing a bit safely, and he skipped one of the flowers that was hiding in one block. So maybe he's gonna go through the fire flower on 2-3. Well, now Aldin finished 2-1, and let's see how many time of difference both of the runners has.
Still not too far off.
Not too far, just 5 seconds of difference. And while Tecate is being on the glitch form, Aldin is being on the fire Mario form on this game. So something also that I need to mention is that up to this point, any of the runners got any troll pattern with the bloopers, which is something amazing to mention. And also something good to say up to this point. Now Tecate got hit, and now he's on the glitch Big Mario pace, and he got hit by one of the cheap chips, so RIP small fire Mario, and now Aldyn is having a little advantage up to this point. But I don't know, maybe this can be a good signal that means that Tecate is gonna win this match, because if we remember the first two matches, when one of the runners was having a very good advantage while the other one has having a huge amount of mistakes, close to the end, the one with the biggest advantage got some mistakes that gave a huge advantage to the guy who loses a huge amount of time. So if we got the same luck as the first two matches, maybe Tecate can win this. Or if Tecate is starting to have a good lead and Aldyn is starting to fail, maybe this can be the win for Aldyn.
Tecate isn't getting the mushroom in 2-3. So we may go for small fire again, maybe?
We don't know, but for now on Twitch chat, people is saying that Small Farm Mario was too young. Or resin pepperonis for our small big guy. So I don't think that the cat is gonna go through the small Farm Mario glitch, since he hasn't picked the mushroom. Starting the stage.
He could be doing small only.
Probably. For now, we don't know. Or he's just waiting to a specific moment to catch the items, and that was at close 346 for Aldyn. He got a 347, fortunately. And well, Tecate went for the Super Mario form, so now we're gonna see if he goes. Okay, he is gonna go for the Fire Mario also.
Aldyn finishes up 3-2.
And now while Tecate is starting through the 2, Aldyn has finished it.
See if Aldyn takes 3-4 risky once again.
Okay, he's going again for a risky 3-4, going around for the PD boost. Okay, that was a risky 3-4. And okay, barely he was able to defeat Bowser and at the same time touch the axe, so it was a very good 3-4 for him. Now Tecate is slowing down a bit at the end of 3-4 for safer movements, and cheers for him, he finished 3-4. And well, 4-1 at the same time, nothing interesting to say. So we're gonna see what happens starting 4-2 for both of the runners. Yeah, Aldyn got a very quick kill at 3-4, definitely.
Tecate nearly gets 4-1 FPG.
Nearly. And Aldyn got a good pattern, a good timing with the first platform in order to be moving on the roof of the stage. And also Tecate got it. Interesting. Nice. And okay, looks like Aldyn is losing a little amount of time since he failed some landings. And okay, also that was a very close movement. Close to die, and he got 3 fireworks. Finishing 4-3. Now, these little mistakes has given Tecate a little opportunity to get more close to Aldyn, so now it's gonna be time to watch the 4-4 action with Tecate while Aldyn is dealing with that.
Aldyn
And okay.
was under Bowser and finishes up 4-4.
It looks like Aldyn is going so straight forward on his stages, and probably Tecate is gonna do the same since both of the runners are with a big Fire Mario pace on the game. So we start with the trolling stage with 5-2. So let's see how the luck is going with these guys. Looks like Aldyn is not having problems trying to beat this stage.
Let's see how Aldyn makes it through 5-3. Hope he doesn't get any bad bullet bills.
No problemos with 5-3. Time to move to 5-4 for our guy, our boy Aldyn, while our boy Tecate. It's starting with 5-3.
Both runners seem to get pretty fair luck in 5-3. And Aldyn does some risky things in 5-4. Tecate takes a death trying to go under the Poto boost. About a 1 level different between the runners.
Like 1.5 stage. So Tecate has been a little unfortunate losing his power-ups. And Aldyn is having a very fair RNG, a very fair luck up to this point. Definitely this third match has been something impressive since no big mistakes has been gotten or done. Comparing this with the first 2 matches, And while Tecate is starting on 6-2, Aldyn is gonna give a try to 6-4. And yeah, Aldyn got a very great World 5.
Alden
And,
loses
oh,
fire and dies.
and died. This is something awful. Now, there's still being a one stage difference between both runners. So Aldyn went also for the mushroom, in starting again 6-4, but he missed it. So he's gonna go to the normal Mario form, to the small one. And looks like Bowser doesn't want to cooperate with him, making that he loses another seconds with some bad jumps. But hey, he was able to beat 6-4. Let's move to the next world.
See how the Hammer Bros behave in 7-1.
And while Alvin is still having problems trying to get some power-ups.
Oh,
He
takes a
loses a life thanks to a hammer, or the hammer bros. Some lag frames with Tecate, but he managed to beat 6-4, putting now the runners on a more close pace.
oh.
And also that
he
was something bad. Alvin was trying to get the mushroom on. That was at the end of the 7-1, but fortunately he died and he needed to use the continue code. Giving now, up to this point, to Tecate a little advantage over here. Now both of the runners are on 7-1, and again Aldyn has died thanks to the Hammer Bros. So maybe this can be the Aldyn the Tecate's opportunity to win this match. But at the same time, we don't need to get comfy, people. Everything can happen. And it doesn't matter how many times I have said. I run out of ideas about what I should say, so I'm gonna keep it quiet.
It looks like Alden successfully gets his mushroom at the end of 7-1. Certainly not over, but it'll be pretty tough. And Tecate gets some bad 7-2 luck.
But he managed to catch the last pipe. And he slowed down a bit, otherwise he should have got a 293, giving him 3 fireworks.
Alden struggles a little bit to duck in through.
Well, now it's time to see Tecate dealing with the 7-4 maze, and at the same time, let's see if Aldyn can make a good comeback. So if we remember on the second match, runners got problems trying to beat the maze on 7-4, and looks like Tecate is gonna have a loop. Okay, he got the loop unfortunately, so he needs to do again 7-4. This looks like the first match on this stage, honestly. Well, like the second match. And now Tecate has beaten 7-4, so now it's time to see what happens on World 8, which has been one of the most trolls one for both for runners of this night. And Tecate looks like he's gonna move again through the any percent strats, being small Mario. And for now, Aldyn is having luck.
Tecate takes a death to the Goomba.
keeping his items, and now looks like the death with the Goomba wasn't enough. So, or well, maybe since he was aware that he was running out of lives, maybe he died on purpose just to use the continue code. If that was the case, that was a very good backup strat, honestly talking.
There's only a few seconds between both of the runners. So Alden can still make a comeback.
So should this third round is gonna be something so close? That's something that we're gonna see on a bit, because now officially up to this point both runners are so close, there's not a huge difference. And while Tecate is in small Mario pace, if he makes a big mistake like losing one life or something like that, definitely that can make that Aldyn can't get a good comeback, since he's on the big... Okay, Tecate wait a bit in order to move, giving now the leading to Aldyn, so this is something good. And Aldyn looks like he's gonna try again the bullet bill glitch, and he wasn't able to get it. The cat is gonna go for it, and he got it. He got it. He got it. We were able to watch this glitch. Also, he got fireworks, but I don't think that doesn't matter so much since he was able to get the glitch. Now, just for some frames, Aldyn is having the lead on this point, so this is gonna be interesting since Tecate doesn't have the fire flower. He's just